Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video in The Sims 4. Now, I don't know about anyone else, but whenever I play The Sims, I always find myself coming back to the cozy style of housing. There's just something so nice of having your own sim live in a cozy, ideal house. Like, I want to be living in a kind of house that is super cozy and has lots of warm colors. So I always pretty much force my sim to live in a cozy house, even if it's not really their style, there's always some cozy aspect to it. However, with this building, there is not only some cozy aspect, it is all cozy aspect. So let's dive right into it. As you can see from the build, you can already tell that it's starting to become pretty cozy. I'm in a very densely wooded area and I'm starting to add some nice dark wooden floors. The front porch, as you can see, is huge and it wraps around the entire front of the build. And I really like the way that it comes out in the end. It is beautiful, it's magnificent and grand. I have these really nice dark railings and I add some nice dark stone pillars that kind of match the bottom of the house. So it brings in that nice wood and stone as well. And then I also do the same with the back porch. It's not as big, but it's still really nice with the same colors and theme. And I thought that it turned out pretty good. And then now I'm going to start getting into the roof. It was a little bit challenging because of the odd angles of the front porch, but it actually turned out really good. And you can kind of see here what I'm doing with the back porch. I actually extend the roof out so that there's no base to it, and you'll see that I kind of do something really interesting with shelves. I've never done it before in The Sims, but it actually turned out really cool and it created like a nice pillar that goes across. But you can see here that I am slightly struggling with this roof. There's such odd clipping, so it didn't really work as I wanted it to, and I kept having to change the different heights and how long things were and how big the sides were, but it actually turned out a lot better than I thought. It kind of worked with the really dark roofing because you can barely really see it. And then here I am tweaking a little bit, but now you can see it's actually pretty flush. So it turned out pretty good, but I had to be careful with where I applied the white roofing and I had to use black trim instead, but it worked. And here's my fun idea with the shelves. It creates a beam that goes on top of the pillars to give it more of a cool roofing design that you would see in more modern cottages. But the color of the shelf wasn't exact, so I had to kind of go around and change the pillars. I think I did this a couple times, but you also saw me greatly struggling with putting the shelves on there because it kept glitching. So I probably could have done it easier by just lowering the house back down and redoing the baseboards, but I didn't really think about that in the moment because I knew that it had worked. I tested it before, and so I really just wanted to do it again. So I skipped ahead a little bit because it was just me changing the colors and everything. But this is pretty much how I had to do the shelf. I had to raise it, get it to the right height, and then connect it to the other one. But for the sake of your sanity, I'm going to shorten this and just show you the finished product. So here it is. See, you can kind of see it creates like a beam across the top, and I really like that. I think it's really pretty, and I've seen lots of roofs have that kind of design. So I was really happy when I discovered that the shelf was actually the same color and I could actually do this. But now that that's all done, I can finally move inside and start designing the inside of the house. I really tried to keep it warm. As you can see, I'm playing with a bunch of different wallpapers, but I finally found one that I actually enjoyed. I decided to keep it a really dark brown, and that was the theme throughout pretty much the entire house was just darker colors. So I'll kind of give you an explanation as to how this is going to lay out. I know it's kind of odd having just a long random strip in the middle, but pretty much there's one master bedroom and a master bathroom. And then there's two smaller bedrooms that also have a bathroom on their side of the house that they pretty much can share. But the middle strip pretty much is just a long line of a living room, a dining room, and then a kitchen at the back. And I did add a little nook so that there was more room for the kitchen. But I think that that's all I have to say right now, so you can relax and just enjoy the video until I pop back in at the end. Well, this is pretty much the end of the video now. I am finishing up with all of the little things. I added some nice decoration all along the outside with some beautiful trees and large foliage with flowers and plants everywhere. As you can see, I added some kids stuff and I added some plant things for your Sims so that they can garden if they want to, which I would be doing if I lived in a house like this. And I'm really happy with how the house turned out. You can see that the backyard has lots of area to improve the house. You can expand it if you want to. There's lots of area for the Sims to sit and do different activities. So there's lots of room for your Sims to grow in a type of house like this, even though it's pretty much done. It's also not that expensive. I believe it was only around 55,000 simoleons, which isn't too bad. I also really, really liked the little hanging plants I added to the outside of the house. So here is the slowed down version of it. So you can actually kind of take a look at the house being done and the outside turned out really cute. I love the wood, all the dark colors, the plants everywhere. I just feel like I really achieved that cozy cottage vibe I was going for. And the inside area turned out beautiful as well. I loved how I added that wall in the middle to add a little bit of separation between the living room and dining room, and also giving a spot for a TV. The master bedroom and master bathroom turned out really, really nice as well, and I really enjoyed the kids' bedrooms as well. And then obviously they have a little seating area outside. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for the next and have a good day.